Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisor channel. My name is Chris. I'm bringing you this lovely cryptocurrency video right at 5:32 a.m. because the early bird gets the worm, and if you are sleeping in, you're going to be missing out on some fun price action. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It is 8:30 Eastern time. So yes, half of the world, if you're in California, half of the world is already up, doing their job, working hard, hopefully. And I just had to share this. This is hilarious. Hilarious. Check this out real quick, guys.
Got it! I like this AI-generated porn. Seems much more natural than the real thing. Good evening, and welcome back to your most trusted source of lies. Along with a full report on the Chinese spy balloon, we'll also be misleading you on other top stories tonight, including what's going on with ChatGPT. There's racists out there, and Pfizer is in hot water. But first, Americans have been anxious over the Chinese Communist Party gathering intelligence and spying on them with their spy balloon. But now that the Chinese spy threat has been eliminated, you can finally rest easy again and enjoy logging back into TikTok. But before it was shot down, the spy balloon had some mixed emotions around it. Mainly that President Biden was refusing to shoot it down, which he faced some criticism for from Americans, yet garnered unwavering support for his decision from the Chinese government. Wednesday of last week, the Chinese ambassador to America, Biden, ordered the Pentagon to shoot it down as soon as possible. Now, the soonest it could have been shot down is what's called immediately. So why the delay? Well, if you don't have a degree in gender studies, then you clearly don't understand spy balloon technology. So let me explain. After saying he wanted it shot down, Biden went on to explain why he didn't want it shot down, which was he didn't want it shot down over land because debris could cause damage when falling to the ground.
Anyways, I know it has nothing to do with Bitcoin, guys. You guys should check out Awaken with JP. He's hilarious. Don't be looking at no AI generated porn, though. I don't recommend that. On the other side of the fence, in the complex world of Bitcoin and macroeconomics, we are here to give you a bird's eye view from the macro level down to the micro level. We're going to marry the two together and let them have a little baby and give you the best education we can every single day. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's jump into Bitcoin's price action. And what else is going on in the world today? We've got an economic calendar report, Fed Walker's speech. Oh, I'm sure he's going to be there to run the country into the ground, alongside Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report. Now, interestingly enough, another one I got to show you. Another short video I want to show you. Nah, I'm going to leave that for later. I only got a few minutes here. It's early. It's Friday. Got a lot of things to do today. We had some excellent calls yesterday on Bitcoin. And we did say, hey, look, more than likely than not, this was going to break down to the downside. Why? Well, we referenced the CMEs, actually. I'm going to throw that up real quick. CME, Bitcoin CMEs. That's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, where the professional traders like to hang out. And we said any kind of a tick below yesterday's low, very likely, or last week's low, very likely got us a move down to the 9 exponential. So you can see that beginning to play out. Additionally, we said, hey, look, there is a gap here on the CMEs, very likely to get tested. The question is, now or later? Now or later? Is it going to happen right now, or are we going to get a bounce first? And I did want to reference from last night's live stream on TikTok. Yes, we do some live streaming on TikTok. Why? Well, it's just a little bit fun, and frankly, I don't really care if the Chinese party's spying on me. I mean, I got the glory of God following me wherever I go. Whatever I touch will prosper. You know, I don't believe in living in fear. And yeah, the Lord has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And yes, God knows I could work on being a bit more of a lover to everybody. You know, love is one of those hard things to do. You know, you're supposed to be like Jesus, right? I mean, anyways, I'm working on it, getting better every day. What else did I want to point out before I go on any more tangents here? Well, I am looking for a bounce first and foremost, at least up to 22,000, based on, well, momentum is now to the upside on the hourly. Volatility is beginning to expand, and you've got some hidden bullish divergence coming all the way back from the, well, it's really from here, right? So, what do we see here? As the price is making lower lows, the RSI is making higher lows, and that is hidden bullish divergence. This is the 2-drive variety, giving us a bounce up to this 21 exponential. So what could this little bouncy bounce look like? Well, something like this, and then we put another low, and then we tag that green 55 coming in at 22,400. Notice the gap between price action. CME's at 21,855. So about $100 premium over spot price action. And we have the same hidden bullish divergence going right here as price is making essentially, oh, well, we only have 2 drives here, or 1 drive if you want to call it that. But coming back from this pivot right here, yep, you would have the same 2 drives as we got this low and this low. So, you know, however, how would the bounce get invalidated? Well, I'd say any kind of a closure below 21,650 would probably be good enough for me on the hourly time frame. That 21,722 momentum will cross back to the downside. What else do I see formulating here? Do we have any trend lines broken? I do believe so on the RSI, which is, no, not quite yet. Maybe, you know, these things are hard to, you know, perhaps, you know, that's why they say TA is more of an art form. It is not an exact science. It is 2 plus 2 does not always equal 4 in cryptocurrency land. I don't know if that was a good analogy or not, but let's check in on Bitcoin dominance, which is getting shafted down here on the hourly, crossing up on the daily, which, you know, when Bitcoin does take a haircut, altcoins are typically the major receiver on that haircut. So you would expect, or I would expect, Bitcoin dominance to kind of put in a higher low and work its way onwards and upwards. How's Compound doing? Just curious. I know I got a lot of friends that like Mr. Compound, and any kind of a daily closure below 45. I'm looking for a move down to $40. Back above here, you know, I'm probably going to make some new highs. That would be that. Yeah, daily above $58. Looking for a run to 65. And yeah, of course, invalidation right there. Okay. Back on a, how about Ethereum? For Mr. Ethereum divergence, my good old friend from TikTok, I want to give you a shout out here for always checking us out and giving us some love on TikTok. And by the way, we're going to do a give out today. Give out today. You can be the lucky winner of a Bitcoin Advisors Be Awake, Not Woke t-shirt. It has our logo on the side, so you can tell people, hey, we are not supporting the woke agenda. Why? Well, apparently this is what wokeness does. Look at this, guys. What is this? What happened to this beautiful young lady? What is this? Ugh. Sorry. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Okay. Back on to the lovely Twitter stream. I'm all over. Oh, you know what? I really like Elon. Guys, look at this. This is hilarious. Bringing it, throwing out the kitchen sink over at Twitter. And, oh, this Congress lady ripped Twitter a new one. I'm going to, oh, here she is.
So the answer is, Mr. Roth, yes, you did. I found out last night from Twitter staff that you suppressed my account for this tweet. It's a freaking joke about Hillary Clinton being angry that she couldn't rig her election. It's a joke. But in response, being the sinister overlords that you all are, you placed a 90-day account filter so I could not be found. And now we...
That's the garbage going on Twitter. Thank God we got Mr. Musk in there, who is throwing out the kitchen sink, baby. Yes. Pat him on the back. So back to Mr. Divergence ETH here, getting a bit of a breakdown. So what am I looking at here? This is an ascending triangle in my book. Higher lows. Okay. Three touches makes a trend. And getting a bit of a breakdown right now. So what typically happens? Well, you get a retest of the breakdown level to suck everybody back in. And then what happens? They dump it in your face, right? So how does this work? Well, I'd be looking for potentially, I'm not sure yet, a bounce up to about $1,600, at least up to 1581. And then pending that economic data coming out today, which it is 5:45 now, so I am 11 minutes into this video. We get the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report. Oh, consumers. Because this really matters. A minimum of 500 telephone interviews done each month. A higher than expected figure should be bullish for the USD, and a lower than expected figure should be bearish. So after, gosh, guy's funny. For all the crap he gets and all the weird stuff on the internet about him, you know, I tend to like him. I think I like him. Anyways, back on to Divergence ETH. So where's the measure move on this, though? I'm going to pull that out real quick. So on these ascending triangles, what I like to do is measure from the, and by the way, these are more likely to break out to the upside. However, we broke up to the downside. So targeting a move, I'd say down to the green 55. What does that look like? Something like this, maybe. Let me get my drawing tool. Oh, bounce it up. Come on. All right. We're going to use this. We're going to bounce it up to the 382, maybe even the 0.5, and then hit the target. That's a really bad squiggly line, but you guys can deal with that. So measure move. And then this can always go for more, guys. It can always go for more. So let's do a bearish retracement on this descending triangle. Check it out. Check it out like spout. Boom. All right. Back onto my regular tool here, and boom. Bearish retracement is from the low to the high and giving us a target way down here. And you know, with the fact that Bitcoin is doing what it's doing and Ethereum is doing what it's doing, I would suspect that this move does have some more to go to the downside. And especially, you know, consumer sentiment is high right now. Jobs are high. The housing market is starting to get a pump again. No real pain has been inflicted. And so here's the thesis on the federal funds rates, right? Powell even said in his last speech they're expecting 2 more rate hikes and then a pause. However, if inflation doesn't come down, or if the economic data does not prove satisfactory, they're going to keep hiking rates, guys. And that means real estate's going to come down, stocks are going to come down, Bitcoin's going to come down again. So again, this is going to be the year of risk management and TA. This is a year for you to learn. Don't invest anything. Just learn. Learn about investing in crypto before you do anything. And you have to get baptized like most of us do coming into this wonderful world called cryptocurrency land, right? And what is baptism? I have not a funny story. I know a nice older woman who invested, I think around $500,000. And, Bitcoin went up and then it went way down. She lost half her money. And, she didn't lose it, right? But she left it on BlockFi. And then what happened? She lost all the money. All the money, $500,000 gone. That will take some years off your life, I promise you. Don't let that happen to you. Get invested, that's why we have Bitcoin advisors, right? You can pick up the phone and talk to somebody who knows a thing or two and has already been baptized, right? I've been through the fire. Yes, I've been doing this since 2017. So I'm going to leave you guys with that today. Mr. Bearish Divergence ETH. Let's point out that bearish divergence here. I almost had it done. Here we go. What am I seeing here? Lower high, lower high, lower high. Fake out, slightly higher high, right? Higher low on the weekly time frame. This will confirm bearish divergence coming back. Well, Mr. Divergence ETH. Let's see. So hidden bearish divergence, we're looking for lower highs and higher highs. So we got the lower highs going, right? Between that point and that point. And we do have the higher highs coming from that point and that point. The question is, how many drives do we have? And do we confirm this week by closing anywhere below $1,500? Anywhere below $1,500, that will confirm as a local high in my book. And I'll be looking for a quick move down to 1361 at a minimum. Stokes will cross down below 1272. What's the 5-day say? What does the 5-day say? And the same divergence. Except for a 2-drive variety there. 1, 2, and I'm looking for a move down to 1457. That is the first target on Mr. ETH. And then let's check in on some of those altcoins we talked about yesterday really quick, and then I got to go. It's 5:50. I'm going to take the kids to school this morning. Got to get them up, cook them a little breakfast, do the whole daddy thing. Wow. This one's going to come down nicely. So NMR, we hit the first target. Second target way down there at 1660. So let me erase this and show you guys why this might not be a bad short. And again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. We're talking about magic internet monies here, right? Just by getting a tick below here, boom, down to the 9, I'd be targeting a move down to the 9. And this does look like a blow off top. And crossing down, volatility is still slightly up. So could be Swift. Let's see if no, I'm not going to go into that anymore. Sia coin, Chia. Bit of a similar signature there. We did hit the upside target. That's looking good. And then looks like we hit the first target and the second target coming down there. So we'll see how the 5-day closes. 3-day not giving us anything. 2-day, and I could move that second target up slightly. So, not an exact science, more of an art form. The 2-day will close today. All right. Sia coin, Opulus getting crushed. Target still in location. BDP, this one pumped pretty hard. Volatility max. We are crossing down. So what I want to see on this one is the moving average begin to get a negative slope. And that would... Let's check out Matic, up 5% today, looking girthy. looking good for against their overall general market. GRT, we did hit the first target. Again, when you start to see this white line come back down, get a negative slope, you should get an opposite reaction, essentially a downside move on this one. AGIX, everybody's talking about that one. First target has not been hit. And, well, close enough is close enough, perhaps we should say. That's on the 2-day. I am looking for a little bit more downside on this one. That'll be a nice move to the downside. And, again, what we want to see, oh, look, we're almost getting a negative slope. Guys, if you want to get the BBWP, it's pretty simple. Just check out our TradingView link. It's free. You can learn how to set up your TradingView. What else? Oh, yeah. This is the last point I want to make about the federal funds rate history. By the way, shout out to Forbes. They've been pumping out some really good content on YouTube lately. So Mark Twain wrote that the history doesn't repeat itself, but often rhymes. This could also be said of the Federal Reserve interest rate policy, although it's a lot less entertaining than the £1 million banknote. I got to check that out. What is that? The £1 million banknote? It's got to be a book. A short story by the... Oh, it shows how much I know about authors and whatnot. There's one book I read. It's the Bible. That's my favorite one. You know, the Word of God is quick and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing of soul and spirit and joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of your heart. Might want to look that one up. Getting some... Well, there's my LinkedIn feed, guys. Last thing here. All right, getting into AGIX, downside move, ETH. I mean, guys, if Bitcoin goes down, the altcoins go down. Just remember that. Bitcoin is the general. It rules the market. And if the dollar goes up, risk assets go down. And I'll end you with this. If we close the week anywhere here or higher, right? This will confirm on the bi-weekly. Well, the Stokes are not they're not crossed up yet. Volatility is still expanding. So, yeah, but this looks 1, 2, so 3, the third move, down. We're rejecting the bearish control zone here. And this would be a... some people would wait for a shot above 105.54 or a closure above there. And I guess the inflation report coming out on Tuesday next week, the 14th. That's the 14th. That'll be the deciding factor on whether we get a big upside move or a downside move. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. And, hey, if you want to join our free Discord, there's a link in the description as well. Don't forget to tune in. We're going to do a live stream on TikTok at the end of the day. Link there as well. And we're going to give away the Be Awake, Not Woke t-shirt. All right. Have some fun today, guys. Take care. God bless.